All right, so now we need to roll forward a little problem. We'll figure that out later. So let's talk about a guy named Watt. So we're going to go back to page 5-2. Still on chapter 5. We're chapter 6. No, we're chapter 5. We're still on 5. 5-2.
Are we turning this in tonight?
I think so. 5-2. Remember that you did that motion already. Should be like down to power, which you went into, which is good. If you were following along with the before, we have to go back to power in a moment. So one more reminder about real world energy. We are going to always lose some energy. So we are always assuming, unless they tell us otherwise, we're not losing energy. But we're always going to lose some, right? It's never going to be quite the same thing. And the less perfect the system, the more this approach makes no sense at all. So just so you're aware, they say it makes a lot of noise, a lot of heat. You should pretty much throw away energy. It's not a great way to go. All right? So far, so good. Now I'm talking about a guy named Watt. You may know what Mr. James Watt is famous for.
Electricity?
No. That would be Edison or whatever. Oh. Now I'm thinking more Scottish and a long time ago. Scientist fella. Actually, he wasn't a scientist, he was an engineer. He invented something. He invented the locomotive, the engine. Got a train. First internal combustion type engine that was used for anything, he invented. Now, he didn't have any real reason to have an engine or a train, but he had one idea where he thought he could sell it. And the way he thought he could sell it is this. There were borax mines in Scotland, and other types of mines, by the way. And to get up there and then back to town, they would use what are called 40-man, 40-mule, or 40-horse borax teams for horses. And you basically tie them to a huge wagon, and they drag this thing up the hill to the mine. You'd fill it up. Then the horse would come back down the hill, drop it off in town, and then another set of borax horse would take it to the next place it needed to go. Everybody understand the idea? Now Watt, who's in Scotland, sees this every day, invents the steam engine. He knows he's got something that'll do the same job. Here's the problem. How is this better? How is this better? It's faster? How are you going to describe it being faster? Because I want to carry a load, right? The load matters. How am I going to carry it faster? You're right, that's the right idea. I want to say faster somehow, right? How am I going to say faster? Well, we're going to say power. This is the next thing on the list.
More efficient? Like cars better than horsepower.
Hey, horses are pretty efficient.
Really?
Yeah. What?
I know cars measure how fast they go like horsepower.
Horsepower. So you guys already glossed on the word power. I'm like trying to pull you back with it. So basically his idea is this. He said it takes this much energy to go up and down hill. That's great. But he wanted a word for I do it faster. And energy doesn't have a faster, does it? Energy doesn't have time in it at all. Energy can't be used to solve time problems. So Mr. Watts, being the enterprising guy who wanted to sell steam engines, decided to come up with a brand new word. He decided it's going to be power. It's a new science term. And for power, what he said, it's going to be energy delivered divided by the time it takes to do it. Power, energy, time. Now again, he made this up as a marketing ploy. And yet it's in all the physics textbooks. And you can tell it's a marketing ploy because what did he measure it in?
Energy.
What did he measure it in?
Power.
You already told me he asked this question. We'll try with it. What did he measure power in?
Horsepower.
Horsepower. He could have said, this thing is worth 80 horsepower. This thing's 80 horses. Now I can compare the two, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't compare it when it's just dragging things up and down hill. Both could do it. But this thing acts like 80 whole horses, man. It's that much better. Now, he is the inventor of the steam engine. He is not the inventor of the railroad brake. The very first time he got his railroad going, people were standing on the tracks watching the railroad come at them. The railroad got up to full speed, which is probably all of 15, 20 miles per hour. People didn't get off the tracks. Why?
Because they're dumb.
No. Although it's baby.
Because they want to survive.
No. What was everything propelled by before that?
Horses.
And horses can always what?
Stop.
Stop. Trains, without a brake, can't stop.
People are
And
dumb.
so when he got to full speed, it's like, uh-oh, get off the track, get off the track. Actually killed some people at his first demo. And again, the train was hardly moving. Like, moving all of 15, 20 miles per hour, you guys would easily be able to step off the track. You guys would all be aware, I need to get off the track. They were like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. You're going to stop before it hit them. Everything else does. Wrong.
Did Charles Darwin watch that? And then
Yeah.
his theory?
Yeah. Charles Darwin came after that, so he could have put it in there. Now, what are we going to label this units for this? Who invented it? Watts. So we're going to call these watts. Power is going to be measured in watts. And a watt is going to be defined as a joule per second. The irony of this is that's not at all how he wanted to measure it. He wanted to measure it in
Watts. Power. Horsepower.
horsepowers, right? You can still see horsepower to this day because that's what he wanted to measure it in. We're going to use watts, which turn out to be a joule per second, have nothing to do with horses. Except by a really strange set of calculations.
What is it?
It's a watt.
Good doing this, Dylan. Really weird circular horsepower talking motion.
What? What are you talking about? All right, so watts are a joule per second. So every second I deliver 1 joule worth of energy in some fashion or another. It could be kinetic, it could be potential, it could be work, it could be heat. If you look at your heaters at home, they're measured in watts. That's how many joules of heat it's giving you per second. Your microwave, measured in watts. What's it doing? Measuring how much heat per second it can deliver your donut. Whatever you got in there.
The rover.
Exactly. Everything's got electrical things going through it. Yet by law, I think that's measured in watts. In fact, one of the most amusing when they send things up to bars, there's going to be a sticker outside by law that says how many watts the thing is. Think about it for a second. Who's reading that sticker? Yeah, Martians. You know, we want electrical safety for the Martians. But it has the sticker on there. And they had to pay extra to put the sticker on there so it would lift off and we have to throw away the rest of the nonsense. We're worried about whether or not it melts and melt the whole thing down. And yeah, nobody's
Really?
not at all. These guys are hair like every little bit matters to them, right? Like if this thing's on re-entry and that thing is hot enough to turn the lights up on fire. Because they have some stupid sticker that nobody like they would never make the sticker that way. They have to re-engineer the sticker so they can have a sticker on there. Yeah. If you go into the warehouse where they make these types of rubbers, they have a clean room in there. It looks like they're an operating room. And they have little rubber booties on. They have the whole outfits on. They can't breathe on the foot. And yet they had to put a sticker on the side because that's the law. You can't have people getting electrocuted on Mars. A little strange. But we are strange peoples. With that in mind, though, it should be fairly easy for you to go to 5-7i to be able to go a ways before you run into something you can't do. Go, go, go.
There's nothing you can't do.
Okay, I shouldn't say that. Something that might slow you down a smidge.